Howdy ho, my peeps. It is Mask Day. Well, actually, it's the night before Mask Day. It is a Friday night, about 9 o'clock, and I am getting ready to mask up for you. All right. I have two masks that I had to choose from tonight. Both of these were sent to me by Cynthia, whose companion video you can find in the description bar. We do these Goober versus Guru mask things. We try to do them every Saturday. And I'm the Goober because I know absolute crap about beauty. And she's the Guru because she really, really investigates beauty products, particularly the ones that are appropriate for mature skin. So check out her channel for that. So anyhow, she sent me this Glam Glow Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment, okay, which she did in a video just recently. And then she also sent this Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Gel Mask Extreme Detoxifying Hydrator. Now, I feel like I could do both of these tonight because I'm feeling really muddy and I need a good exfoliation, and I'm feeling really dry and I could use a deep hydrating treatment. Yeah, so many of you have asked about the fire situation. I'm going to go ahead and use a Glam Glow. So many of you guys have asked about the fire situation and if we are in danger. And no, we are not. We are about 250 miles from each of the two main fire areas. We're about in the center of California, and the fires are happening in Northern California and in Southern California. We are getting a little bit of smoke, you know, red mornings, red sunsets, irritation, all of that. But it's fairly minor. It's much worse over in the Bay Area. Any of you guys who know Leanne from Leanne Live, she lives over in that part of California, and they have had a lot of really bad days with just horrible air quality. You know, where like people who live on the street and, you know, folks who are outside and probably shouldn't be, they've been trying to find shelters for these people to get them out of the it's like breaking into Fort Knox on this thing. Does anybody even remember Fort Knox, where they used to have all of our gold? I don't know what it's got in it now. Anyhow,
lots of air.
Anyhow, so they're having more trouble there than we are here. Now, Northern California itself, I heard on the news they were saying that it's got the worst air quality in the world right now, which isn't surprising. And I guess the number of missing, you know, people who are missing as a result of the fires, that keeps fluctuating, but it's fluctuated up to 1,000 people today. So we'll see. People keep calling and saying, oh, you know, we're safe, we just didn't have cell phone access or whatever. And then more people keep reporting folks that they have not been able to get a hold of. So, you know, that'll all shake down over time. I'll find out, you know, exactly what the horrifying result was. Anyhow, so that is our relationship to the fires. Incidentally, I want to tell you this Glam Glow stuff smells wonderful, real clean. It's very gritty, as you can see, as I try to get it to stick to my skin. Kind of dry and gritty, and it's just drying up almost as quickly as I can put it on my little old face here. I think what I'm going to do is try to get a bunch of it onto my skin, and then maybe wet my fingertips so that I can do a nice little exfoliating scrub while I talk. Anyhow, So that is my official answer about us and the fires. Oh man, I tell you what, I've been having a hard time with beauty as a topic lately. I have not been feeling it. Um, for a number of reasons. I mean, you get to a certain age and you just no longer think about that stuff. Or some of us don't. Some of us do. Some of us have entire YouTube channels all set up to discuss being beautiful after 40 or 50 or 60 or whatever. I'm going to do something that I probably am not supposed to do, but that's sort of been the story of my life. I do things that I'm not supposed to do all the time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix. Okay, so I got this junk on my face right now, and it's drying up and crusting and being weird. But I also have this. So I think I am going to put this on top of this and use this to rub the other thing in instead of going and getting water. I mean, why not? What's it going to do? It's not going to kill me. So anyhow, beauty's been a tough thing for me. I've always had this love-hate relationship with beauty products and trying to be beautiful and caring about it and all that stuff. So that's why I'm the goober. I mean, I just really have a tough time with it. But it's occurred to me today that regarding beauty products, using beauty products can make you feel beautiful as if you are beautiful. Or beauty products can simply be a beautiful thing that you use because it smells good or because it gives you an opportunity to spend some time alone or because your friends are doing it and said that you should, so now you're doing it too. Or because you like the packaging or the way it smells. Or the way it looks on other people, even though you're not so sure it's going to look all that swell on you. That's what I want to talk about today. Specifically in, as it relates to my hair color. I've been coloring my hair fashion colors since before it was popular. I started doing it back in the mid 1990s. And I was, you just didn't see a 40-year-old woman wandering around with rainbow streaks in her hair. I mean, that just wasn't real common back then. But I was doing it, and I've done it on and off ever since. And I did it not because I felt like rainbow streaks made me more beautiful, but rather because I thought rainbow streaks were pretty. They didn't make me any prettier, but they were pretty to look at. So there was something that I could put in my hair and say, oh, look at the pretty rainbow streaks. They weren't designed to enhance my appearance or, hide blemishes or make myself more attractive to boys or anything like that. It was just because I liked the color. Since I started doing my hair purple, which I did back when my mom was still with us, that was also done for a similar reason. I just thought it was really pretty. I'd seen it on Instagram and I'd seen it more and more out in the world, and I just thought, man, that's beautiful. So that's why I started doing it. Okay, so far so good. And so now I'm getting a little tired of purple, and I've been noticing this rose gold color that's cropping up everywhere. It started with accessories, and it's moved into just about everything you can think of, makeup, hair color. Um, and I think it is such a beautiful color. It's that smoky pink color. Very, very pretty, I think. So I've been thinking, well, I think I'm gonna do either an over dye of that smoky pink, or I've even thought about being as radical as bleaching my hair and then doing that rose gold color, so it would be a really intense. It wouldn't just be an over dye like my hair is now. I probably wouldn't have considered that in the past because of the damage that it does to your hair, and my hair being, old gray hair is very delicate and has a tendency to break. But what's happening is that a lot of these salons and also just prepackaged rose gold hair dyes and color enhancers and so forth, they're coming with the Olaplex in them. So what it does is it protects your hair from breaking in the same way that you use Olaplex. You're supposed to use Olaplex when you bleach your hair, because it's supposed to keep the bond stronger. And it's been out long enough that I think it's a real thing. I mean, I haven't heard that it's a fake or that it doesn't do its job. Anyhow, so I thought, well, gosh, if I could lighten my hair to the point where that rose gold color would take, then and not break my hair out, that would be kind of interesting. I think I would like that. That would be fun. I could always add in streaks or whatever I wanted to do with other colors as well. But I really like the idea of doing that now. Do I think that a mass of rose gold colored hair is going to make me beautiful or more beautiful or less ugly or whatever, however a woman wants to say that statement? No, absolutely not. I don't think it would make a difference at all. It'll just probably make me just look slightly less stable than I already look. But that's okay, because my relationship with changing my hair color, whether it's to keep it the purple or to bleach it and do rose gold, my relationship to that is how it's not an integrated relationship. It's not like I'm doing this and I look better. I'm doing this because I think the color is pretty. That's it. So I'm wondering how many of you guys out there have the same kind of almost love-hate relationship with beauty products, where you feel like I used to explain it, when I put on the eyeshadow and I do the primer thing and I powder my face and I put on lipstick and, little dimmy lashes or whatever, I feel like I'm in drag. I don't feel as if I'm putting on my face. I'm putting on somebody else's face. And I'm playing dress up until somebody rings the dinner bell and says it's time to come home and wash all that crap off and be yourself and eat dinner. So there's a sort of a dissociated relationship for me between my personal feelings about my beauty or lack thereof, and what beauty products do for me. And this is not new. I've been like this since high school. I remember back when I was in high school, having this relationship with beauty products whereby they were somehow magical, and the more I used, the better they worked. So if I were nervous, let's say I was going out with my friends because it was homecoming night and there was a sock hop afterward. Let's say it was something like that, a social thing. I would, do my hair, get dressed, do the makeup, but I would keep putting on the makeup. It was like I was having this makeup seizure. And one night, I kept putting on blush, and I walked out into the living room, and my mother, she gasps, and she says, Cheryl, are you sure you should go out tonight? Your cheeks are really red. Do you have a fever? Yeah, no, I had to, go back to the bathroom and tone it down a little bit. But I would have this compulsion to add more eyeshadow, add more mascara. We weren't doing fake lashes back then, but add more mascara, add more blush, add more lip gloss. I mean, we used to use that Love's Kissing Potion lip gloss. Okay. That stuff was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like grease, and you'd roll it on your lips, and it would if you put on too much, it would pool and drip. I mean, it was just gross. And when you parted your lips, there would be like little strings of this god awful shiny plastic looking lip gloss that would stick together. It was just gross. So anyhow, that's an example of how I felt dissociated from the beauty products themselves. I mean, if I felt integrated to them, I would have looked at my face. I would have, done some brownish eyeshadows to bring out my eyes. I would have put on a little mascara, maybe a little blush, would have put on some lip gloss and a, medium pink tone, and called it done. I wouldn't have looked at myself again. I would have understood that I was just enhancing the things that were attractive and minimizing the things that bothered me in my face. I would look, okay, done, I'm done, and I wouldn't think about it again. But for me, beauty products were some sort of magic concoction that I had to, I didn't know where the critical mass was. At what point does your face blow up if you don't quit putting, blush on? So anyway, to this day, I feel that way about makeup and even skincare. I feel that way about. I definitely feel that way about hair. So as so if you see me show up all of a sudden with smoky pink hair that's obviously not over dyed onto brown, I did it because I thought the color was pretty, life is slipping away. There's not more life being added on at the end, at pushing 60. At 59, I will be 59 for the next year. And at that age, you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, or the darkness at the end of the tunnel. And you start saying to yourself, man, maybe I better get that bucket list back out and take a look at the things I wanted to do that I haven't done yet and do them. And I think rose gold hair is on my bucket list. So that's my relationship with it. Okay, this stuff is about halfway. We're not dried on my cheeks yet, but you can see the T-zone things all drying out, which is cool. How does it feel? It feels tingly, but also slightly, just a little bit of a burn. The tingle goes over to a burn. Not bad. Doesn't hurt, but you can feel it. So whatever is combining in these two magical elixirs may or may not leave me with a red face. I don't know. We'll find out. I do that all the time. I will mix things that are not supposed to be mixed. And sometimes I come out with something great. For example, I had my son over the last week. I made lunch for him and one of his friends. And I made this salad dressing up. I didn't have quite enough salad dressing to do the whole salad, so I had to add to the salad dressing. And it was a bottled dressing of green goddess type dressing. You don't see green goddess much anymore. It's not a real popular. I mean, ranch has come along and pretty much knocked everything off its pedestal. But I've always liked green goddess, so I had some of that, about half a bottle full, and then I also had a little bottle of basil pesto. So I combined the two. I put the basil pesto in with the green goddess dressing. I added a little bit of mayonnaise. I added a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and then some half and half to make it real creamy. When you water down your creamy dressings, you're never supposed to use water. You're always supposed to use milk or something. So anyway, I threw all this crap together. I think I put a little extra garlic granules in there, maybe a couple of red pepper flakes. Shook it up. Okay, that looks good. I served the salad with this salad dressing, and those two people went wild. My son was like, "Oh my God, this is the best salad dressing I've ever tasted. Where did you get it? What's it called?" And I explained to them that I had just kind of threw it together with bits and pieces of stuff I had. And they both asked if I would make some for them the next time I made it for us. So I went to Trader Joe's, got all the junk. I made enough salad dressing for my son, for his friend, and then for us to have. So that sort of thing I do all the time. I will often use something in a manner for which it was not intended, and with good results. So anyhow, I'm going to go wash this off. I'm going to come back to you, and we're going to talk about what the results are. Alrighty, I'm back. I probably did the wrong thing by mixing those two. Okay, so my face feels flaky. Yeah. When I looked in my super mirror here, it also, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I can tell that it's just a little bit flaky. It feels, nice and tight like it always does after you mask. It doesn't feel dry, but I'm wondering if the charcoal or sand or sandblasting grit or whatever is in here, I'm wondering if it was just a bit too much. It was a little bit too radical with my with my scrubbing, because I mean, you could really feel the grit inside this. So I think I probably went at it a little too hard. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and slap this stuff on again, only do it just by itself. I'm going to look at it and again. So it's the gel mask, super hydrator, blah, blah. Refreshing, cooling, moisturizing, calms dry skin. It's got extracts of cucumber, papaya, chamomile, pineapple, sugar maple, sugar cane, orange, bilberry, and aloe. So, yeah, why not? Why not do another one? They do more than one mask when you get a facial done with an esthetician, so I think I can do more than one mask here. Boy, that's something I would like to have done. I would love to go to an esthetician and have just a full-on European facial, with all the different masks and the steam treatment, and they put the little mittens on your hands with a hydrating lotion, and the mittens get nice and warm, so they treat your hands at the same time. Sometimes they'll do your feet too. And then you get a couple different kinds of massages, and they leave you alone with one of these kind of cooling gel masks on, like I'm doing now. And that you can usually listen to some of that new agey massage music, stuff to really relax you. And I would love that. Then when their last thing they do is they put the hot wet towels on your face, and then a real light moisturizing treatment, and they wake you up and you toddle to your car and feel just wonderful. I haven't had a facial like that in a long, long time. I used to do them about, I don't know, once a year maybe, just to have fun. I didn't think that they really did anything for me, but I enjoyed the process of that, of having a very good facial. Now I'm afraid I'm going to break the facial chair, so I don't know. That's got me scared. So yeah, so maybe I shouldn't have mixed them. Maybe I was a little bit overzealous with that Glam Glow mask, but this feels real good on just by itself. Nice and light and cooling. So I think I'll be fine. So yeah, obviously my feelings about beauty as they relate to myself and the industry as a whole are conflicted, and I don't feel attached to any of that for some reason. So that's why it's kind of fun to do these videos, because Cynthia knows her stuff. I mean, she knows about the different foundations and what they do and if they slip or if they stay. And, she has a job, so she has to be out there in the public worrying about, what her face looks like and all of that. And so, she's got this stuff wired. She knows what it's all about. And it's very interesting for me when I watch her, like, try a new product or, do comparisons where she'll try several and then she'll tell you the one she liked and why. I just don't have that kind of relationship with beauty products. Just don't. Although I love doing face masks enough just because it feels good that I'm loving doing this series with her. So, yeah. So I'm gonna end this here. I'm just gonna rinse this off in a few minutes. It just felt like it did a nice cooling, maybe some hydrating. It feels good, so I'm sure it will feel good after I take it off. And yeah, so make sure to watch Cynthia's video. I will come back to you guys sometime. I didn't film all the, well, I filmed. I mean, I shot a lot of video this past week. I just didn't bundle it up into a video to show you guys. So I will probably do that. Show you what I did last week. And most of it's been either getting over gout, sleeping because I've been depressed, or cleaning. So I have been kind of preoccupied with these other pursuits. So it's kept me away from my video camera. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.